Good evening. Today I want to talk about feral cats and limiting beliefs. We have a lot of cats around here. 9 to be exact. 3 of them are domesticated cats. They live indoors and they enjoy all the privileges of being an indoor cat. They have their own bed. They have a lot of pillows. They get a lot of attention, belly rubs, snacks. Everything you can want as a cat, you will have as a domestic cat in this house. 6 of our cats are outdoor cats, and 5 of them are completely feral. They don't want to be touched, they don't trust people, they don't like being pet. The only thing they will accept from us is food, and they like the food. If you have a colony of feral cats, you need to get them fixed, and that's the only way to make sure that you don't get more cats. So the only instances where they get caught are actually health related. We had to catch them to get them fixed. So their impression of people is, well, if they catch you, you will wake up in hospital and some body parts can get missing. So I can understand why they're a bit wary of people, but we have been feeding them for 10 years. It's a little bit insulting. And sometimes something hurts, and then we need to catch them and check the thing that hurts. So it's a whole thing. I can understand why they're scared, but it doesn't help them. There was a point with the youngest cats when we found them. They were a little bit older kittens. We tried to catch them and we brought them to our flat in Moscow and we tried to domesticate them to the best of our abilities. Unfortunately, they were a little bit too old. So we didn't succeed in domesticating them. But that was a turning point for them, because had they learned that people are actually nice and the source of certain comfort and food and shelter and other nice things, their lives would have been different. All of those cats grew up to be very, very beautiful, and they could live very comfortable lives. And most of them actually don't like being an outside cat. Some of them like to hunt, some of them like to lay in the sun, but a lot of them prefer to stay indoors because it's safer that way. And they could lay indoors in a nice, comfortable flat. They could have their own sofa. They could have their food served to them in a clean bowl. They could only see predators and snow from the window. It could have been so nice for them. But unfortunately, they are afraid of people. And my favorite feral cat, his name is Kore. He's so fluffy. He has the thickest paws and he has big eyes and cute little ears, and he is adorable, and he's very, very afraid of people. So I have been thinking about this whole fear thing, and when you're a cat, you don't have a lot of life options. You can be a house cat, you can be a homeless cat, or you can be a feral cat that has some kind of assistance from people. But if you are a human being, you have a lot more options and a lot more things to be afraid of, and a lot more things that you can fail at. So I can think about a couple things that I'm afraid of off the top of my head. Not difficult at all. But from the outside, we can clearly see that being a feral cat is not as good as being a house cat. And the only thing that stands in the way is basically fear. Fear of people. And I wonder what kind of things I look at in fear, and they're actually not as frightening as I think, and maybe the barrier isn't as strong as I imagine in my head because I'm terrified of doing something because it might end badly. So yeah, that's what I have for this week. I want to say thank you to everybody who watched the latest video. I wasn't expecting to get any views, to be honest, so it came as a surprise, and I was a little bit late in replying to messages, mostly because I'm not checking the statistics at all. So thank you, and thank you if you watched this one. I'll see you next week.